Hello and welcome to Speakeasy with Cheryl and Catina. I am Cheryl.
And I'm Catina.
And welcome. We have a great show in store for you tonight. We are talking about friendships and all that encompasses. So it should be a good conversation. And I'd like to welcome our guest tonight. We have our friends on tonight with us. And so I want to welcome everyone. If you all wanted to introduce yourselves, make sure you're off mute. Whoever wants to go first.
Everyone start first.
Well, I'm Lisa, and I live in Florida. I'm from Michigan, but I live in Florida. I met Cheryl is actually my first friend ever. We met at like 2 years old.
Right. in preschool, yes.
Yeah. She was 3, I was 2.
Yeah, our mothers were friends, so that's how we met. Welcome to the show.
Hey, Lisa.
Thank you for inviting me.
You're welcome. Deanne, you want to go?
Yeah.
I'm Deanne. Me and Cheryl been friends since what? 80s?
Since 90.
80s. When we started Blue Cross?
90 something.
Okay.
90, 98, I think. 98 or 99, one of the two.
Oh yeah, I think it was 99.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So we met at work. We was in training together, and then we were in the same department, and been friends ever since.
Right.
Yeah. And what about you, LaDonna?
My name is LaDonna Ellington, and Cheryl and I met in college. It was 1986.
Yep.
And I actually went to high school with Deanne.
Right. Yeah, it's a small world because I didn't even know that they knew each other until later.
Right. Elementary.
Absolutely.
Middle school. High school.
Yes, a small world.
Right.
Welcome, ladies. I appreciate you all coming on.
Hi, I'm sorry. I'm Tara. I got distracted with the phone call. I'm Tara. I'm here in Maryland with Tina's friend. We met in the 8th grade. And we've been together ever since.
Mm-hmm. Love it. All right. So we're going to get right into it.
I'm sorry. I'm having trouble holding this phone because I thought I was going to be on my desktop.
Oh.
You have something you can prop it up against? I do that sometimes. So I would like put something in front of it and something behind it.
Desk. I'm actually at work, so.
Oh, okay.
But go ahead. I'm sorry. I'll just.
Wow.
Say a little awkward. Oh man. All right. It's showing that we have some people in the audience, but for some reason it's not showing me.
I see that, yeah, but I don't see
Yeah, I don't know why it's doing that. All right, so we'll get right into it. Okay, so again, tonight's topic is about friends, and so ladies, if you could describe yourself, what type of friend are you? Like, are you the free spirit? Are you the mother hen, peacemaker, listener, the friend who can't hold water, the friend who's the boss, the secret keeper, or the comic
uh-huh.
relief friend? Which one would you say you fall into?
I would say I'm kind of the peacemaker and the mother hen, maybe.
Yeah, I think those are good. Yeah, good for you. Yeah.
They go together really well. They do.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah.
I say I'm the free spirit all over,
Hmm.
but I'm the always there for everybody, the listener and the fixer. I'm the fixer.
Okay.
I would say I'm the listener and the vault. Whatever you tell me, it just stays with me. It doesn't go anywhere.
Hmm. I had that. I'm like that too. I say I'm the vault, and I'm also good listener. So a listener. I can be a mother hen too. Not really. Not really.
You're a good
Um,
listener. Yeah, definitely good listener.
yes, I would say yeah. For me, it would be listener
Aw.
and vault.
Mhm.
What about you,
I
Donna?
just I'm all over the place. I
Say it depends.
I just I can be a free spirit, and I think you said something about comic relief.
Mm-hmm.
Throw that in there too. I think I'm a good listener. I told somebody at work the other day. I said once you tell me it's locked down, and I keep it, and then somebody will ask me, and I will look at you like you have three eyes and pretend I don't know a thing. So I think it's all in there. You know, all encompassing. I think like
Right.
you said, it depends on the situation
Mhm.
and I guess who you're talking to. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Yeah, and it's probably to you different friends. It just depends on your relationship.
Right.
So certain people you this kind of friend, and other people it kind of varies. Like she said, all
Right.
over the place. It just depends on who the the recipient is.
Right. I agree with that.
And so, Lisa,
Um.
you still keep your core though. You still like who you
Right.
are, but it's just the person that brings that out of you. You
Mhm.
know
Mm-hmm.
that part.
Because I'm more usually more laid back and an introvert, but I do have like relationships where they bring out more of my playful side, and
Hmm.
I can have like extrovert. I think I told you that, Tina. I can have extrovert moments.
Tendencies. You're
Yes.
introverted, extrovert.
But yeah, ever since we've been little, she always been laid back, low, even
Hmm.
keel, just even tone.
Hmm. Yep. That's definitely me.
Until
That's why I never would have thought that I would be, doing live streams.
Exactly. When you told me this,
mm,
That's definitely out of my comfort zone. So
I
yeah.
love it though that you
I know
came out of
that's
your
right.
box.
I know that's right.
Right,
Thank you.
definitely.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Um, Now, what qualities do you all look for in a friend? And has it changed over the years as you've gotten older?
Well, I would say my number one thing is honesty. You know what I'm saying? I can be friends with anybody as long as they're honest.
Mm-hmm.
Agreed.
Yeah, when I was younger, because most of my friends are my family. We have such a big family that most of my friends are my family. So I watched my aunt. She had a bunch of friends. She would invite them over. They would steal from her.
Wow.
Oh
You know
my
what I'm
goodness.
saying? A lot of them would try to go after her boyfriend. So
Ah,
So they
I,
really weren't her friends.
No, they
right.
were
that
not.
right there for me did it. I'm like, you know what? I'm not gonna have nobody coming in my house stealing from me, and can't get next to my man. None of that. So,
Right.
and me and my aunt, that same aunt, we are best of friends today. So, she's like one of my best friends. And then I have, people I went to school with, people I work with. But honesty to me, I could be friends with like, a person at the bus stop, a bum, I'm saying anybody, but
Mhm.
you
Mhm.
gotta be honest.
That's true.
genuine as well. Have to be a genuine person. Like you said, no matter what level, as long as it's genuine, you can, sense the vibe and you get a connection, a rapport. But I'm like you. I have a big family. I'm from Michigan, but me, I've been, dang, how long I've been moving, Cheryl? Since I
A
was
lot.
15.
Yes.
So I lived in Cali. I would go back and forth from Cali to Detroit, Cali to Detroit. Then I was in Atlanta for 17 years. Then I've been here 10. Now I want to move to Houston. So
Oh,
that I had to learn how to be, because just growing up, Cheryl was my only friend, besides my family. So
Wow.
I had to just learn how to go with the punches and living in all these different states, South Carolina, living out now I'm very much more cautious. I recycle my old. I found Cheryl. When did I find you, Cheryl?
Yeah, we had lost touch. She looked me up. She said, "Let me go back to my roots." And
Yes, yes. Because
yes.
once you hit over 50, it's no. I don't want no new friends. I don't want any new
I know
friends.
that's right.
I want to just recycle the ones that's always been good to me,
That's
that I
right.
always known I could always call. Like I say, I ain't talked to Cheryl probably in 20 years, but it did. When we talked for hours, and she invited me in. I'm like we pick right up where we left off at.
Right.
Right. Right.
Mhm.
I know her husband since she met him. All that, it just caught
Yeah.
up with everything.
That's how it
Yeah.
is.
We just fell right back into it.
Hmm.
Um,
Mhm.
but yeah, I agree with you. Honesty, being genuine,
And genuine.
trustworthy.
Yes,
Our
not
big
none of them auntie
things.
friends.
Right, right. Uh, man, but and I know when me and LaDonna when we met, we were in our dorm rooms were right next to each other, and I actually got locked out of my dorm, and she was kind enough to invite me in to her dorm room because I was locked out. So that's how our friendship started.
Oh,
And
that's
yeah.
nice.
Mhm.
nice.
Otherwise, I would have been just sitting waiting to get in, to get in my room out in the hall or something.
Well, I had
Um,
enough room. I had like a double room. Everything I had two of everything's, but it was just
Nice.
me in my room. So
right, right.
yeah, it was excellent. And I'm always nice to anybody. So Cheryl was nice when I met her. And we always had good times. We had
Hmm.
some crazy times.
Yes.
Like, we were up there at the top of the Michigan, right by
Yes.
the Upper Peninsula. So we were like the only black people almost.
It was definitely a culture shock, that's for sure.
Definitely.
Coming from Detroit
Yeah.
and being in this little small where you can walk through the entire town, I believe probably in like 10 minutes if that.
Yeah.
Um,
Wow.
it
And
Wow.
was,
they
it
act
was
like they never seen a black person before their life.
right. And they probably hadn't. And
They probably about to say they probably
Back
he
then, they
wasn't
probably
acting.
right. Oh man, I still remember being followed around the store, and that was my first time experiencing anything like that. And that's when I
Hmm.
was up there.
Yeah. When we went swimming too, that was crazy.
you
Yeah.
jump. What is it? We jump in, you jump out.
It was like they were like, "Is that your real skin? Can I touch you?"
Oh,
You were doing in
wow.
Wait a
China.
minute, and she telling the truth too, because what it was like trying to wanted to touch my hair and all
Oh
kinds of stuff.
my
It was
Oh
goodness.
my goodness, that was
yeah,
crazy.
It
Well,
was
hold
yeah,
on. That still happens though.
I was gonna say, like I said, I've been living in the South for a long time, so yeah.
yeah. So
Mhm.
it
Still
was
happens.
something.
I heard about the hair, but touch your skin. Is it real?
Yeah, I never
Yes.
heard that one before. Can I
Yeah,
touch your
not the skin one,
skin?
but the hair one. They're always fascinated about the hair.
Always with the
Right.
hair. Always.
Wow.
Now, what are some of the common challenges that friendships face? Do you all think?
Mm,
Time.
Oh,
Time
Yes,
is a
especially the older.
challenge.
Yeah, especially the older you get. Yes, most definitely.
Because family, older parents, children, work,
Mhm.
all of that just eats away at time with our friendships sometimes.
Hmm. I actually saw on somebody's timeline the other day. they were saying that the older they get, they have to basically they have to schedule their friends in to make time to make sure they're having that quality time, and it's true. You have
We
to
tried that.
you actually put forth the effort, because life gets in the way.
It
Mhm.
does, and then you get so tired when you get older. It's like you got to go to work. That's my
So
full day.
tired. Don't even feel
I'm
like being
ready to go to
bothered.
Yeah,
bed.
don't feel like talking to nobody.
Today was a struggle.
Yes,
At
Yeah.
7 o'clock, you be like, man, is it
it's time
bedtime
to go to
yet?
Right.
I know. I had to make myself stay up. Like, come on, keep busy, keep busy.
Right.
Oh man. Yeah,
Yeah.
what you think of some of the challenges friendships face?
I would say being there. Well, I guess that's time too, but I guess being there when that person needs you and recognizing something is off.
Right.
Hmm.
Sometimes
I agree.
we go on like
Right.
You
Mhm.
always
And I
think your friends are strong and
Yeah.
they don't come to you because everybody
Mhm.
might depend on you for the answers, but they
Mhm.
need help too. And so you just overlook, I think you get complacent with your friends. And
hmm
so you don't really, you say how you doing, but it's just in conversation, but just
Right.
hmm
really checking on them. Like if they lose a parent, especially a child or something like that, you just have to, I'm an only child. So I look back on, I don't think I was really a good friend because I was just, like I say, I'll move my friends, I'll be close. And I'm like, I feel like moving here. Oh, and I didn't realize how, like, I'm friends with like most people in the states I lived in. So, but me, I don't know, being that only child, I'm just used to having my little protective self circle. So I don't think that makes a good friend. Like you don't, open up or reach out as much. So
hmm
that's something I've been trying to work through and all that and trying to be just present in the moment.
Right.
Right.
But
And
I
that's one of the
also
things I
think
was talking to. We both
no.
talking. Go
Go ahead,
ahead,
Tina.
Tina.
But no, I was saying that the perception of your friendship, I think the perception of you being a good friend is based on your friends. And if Cheryl is saying you're a good friend, you know, then that's what you are. So
Mhm.
it's hard. We're always our worst critics, right? And
Yes,
That's
yes,
true.
definitely.
That's
we're
true.
always saying because I say the same. I always say I'm not a good friend, but I don't know what others perceive of me,
You are the
because
best.
right, because my idea of it is like we're going to the movies together. And life is life, and life be life, and
And you compare yourself to others. That's why I think, like you
right,
say, oh,
absolutely,
I don't really do that.
right,
Like
Right,
I
because
don't know how to
you
show up
do
with the
see other.
gifts
Yeah,
and
you're right. You're right about that. The comparison, and
yeah.
and
yes,
that'll get you every time. But I
Hmm.
think too, you have to um like you might not know that your friend is going through something. And that's another thing I was telling Katina, is that you have to be open and share things, because people
Mhm,
will assume that everything is great when it's not. But like you were saying, I'm piggybacking off what you said, Deanne, and I went through some serious health issues for a couple of years, and actually more than a couple. And like you said, noticing and being there, and Deanne noticed that I kind of like disappeared, and she reached out to my family and stuff to figure out what was going on, because I wasn't in any shape to even know what was happening. So and I still appreciate that
Yeah, I was like,
you
where
know
she at? I was like inboxing people.
like
And
what
that's so
happened, what's
and
going
it's so
on.
crazy. That's back to I Cheryl had just been coming across my mind, and I didn't have a number. Just one day, I just found, and she told me if I had called her the week before, I wouldn't even been able to talk to you because you
Right.
was just getting your air back. So it was so weird that we connected right after, and she was able to talk to me and tell me everything that
Hmm.
what had been going on, and
Right.
just like really like
And that's true,
a
because if you
lot.
had called me any sooner, I wouldn't have been able to talk
Right.
to you. Yeah, that's
Wow.
true.
God's
So, but
timing.
the moral of the story is just to
uh,
make sure you reach out and
Check
check.
on your
And
friends.
right, and I even said for myself that that's one of my goals is to start, because you have to nourish all your relationships, including friendships and the people that's important in your life. And I said, I want to be more conscious of that. I kind of fell by the wayside over the last few years. So I want to get back into, being able to do things. Cause I have, I don't really do much of anything anymore, but I want to get back into that and, just having girl time like I used to. Cause I used to love to entertain and all of that. I don't do any of that anymore. I haven't in years. But it's not for a lack of not wanting it. It's just that I haven't had, I've had some things going on. But that's why it's important that we, tell people when we're struggling, and not just assume that everything is going well.
Right. That's why I say I'm gonna stop texting so much and start, at least myself on Sunday, start calling people. You say something crossed your mind, and I don't know who said it feels like in a text message you can't hear that person's voice to know
That's true.
how they feel or if something's going on. Anybody can respond to a text and everything is like okay, but when you hear somebody's voice, sometimes
that's a good point. That's true.
Something's wrong. Yeah.
And then that one word answer when you ask somebody how they're doing and the go-to is fine or I'm okay or whatever.
Good. He really be like, oh.
right.
3 minutes right.
Yeah.
I know I'm guilty of that I don't want to complain. So I say,
right.
Well, there might be something going on. So it's just, and then I'm one of those try to handle things on my own.
Right.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm getting more and more out of that though.
You don't have no choice.
True. It kind of made me right.
It made you be more
because I needed a lot of support for a while. So you're right.
Yes. And it was good that you had it.
Yes, I'm very thankful. Very, very thankful for that.
I love
and we were talking about how the different friends play different roles in your lives. Do you find that with your friends that you have different relationships and each friend gets like a different part of you?
I think it's like when if you've done something and you know that person that you can talk to that's gonna agree with you or like co-sign it. You don't want to talk to that person because you know they're gonna be like, no, you
Debbie the Downer.
Say, let me not call her. Let me call this friend right here.
Right. That's I kind of see it that way. That's kind of like.
I think I compartmentalize friends. I've got friends for work. I've got friends for going out to dinner. I've got friends for seeing a movie. So it just depends on what group you happen to fall into.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that too. And like I was saying earlier, different friends bring out different things in you.
Right.
Different sides of your personality. You get certain things from certain friends.
Right.
Yeah. So
and I guess that means that because sometimes you might have a friend that's nothing like you. And if people saw you together, if they saw you separately, they would never think that you would be friends. But then when you're together, it's like, oh, it makes sense. So that you throw that in there too.
Yeah. Just like with romantic relationships,
opposites attract no matter what type of relationship.
Right. Because sometimes you need that. Because I have sometimes, because like I said, I'm an introvert, so sometimes you need that outgoing friend to bring that side.
Yeah, I used to drag Cheryl around.
True. Yeah, so sometimes you need that, the opposite. And then sometimes you do need the person that's more like you, more, personality wise.
Yeah, definitely.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
I agree with that. Another one of the things that we were talking about was women using the B word.
Yeah,
as a term of endearment. I was listening to
endearment.
a podcast.
I don't think that is a term of endearment.
Me either. I never had. Even when I was a teenager, I did. And I was like,
the young generation now, they like that. Mean that's hip. Girl, you that Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Mm-mm.
Nah, I don't
They
play
say
that.
I'm that. They'll refer to themselves,
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So,
Nah, I don't
but
play
I
that. I
remember
never
falling
have.
out with a friend because
It's
she
like
called me
fighting
that.
words for me.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
where
because
did
but
that
I was
start? Was
listening
that
to
Girlfriends, the
yeah,
TV
girl.
show?
Hmm.
Yeah.
That's where that started, right?
It was what her name? What was
Well, I mean, I don't know where it
Tracy.
started, but it's
Really?
crazy. I did have a phase where I did, go along with that, but it's always been totally disrespectful to me.
Yeah.
When I was working at Ameritech, I would say I was around between 22 and 26, and that's all they would say. And then I would call them that, they would call me that, but I never liked it. Now I'm in a position where I work with younger people, and they
Mm.
say it all day, and I just be like, don't I don't play that. Don't that ain't funny. That ain't fun. Don't call me that. I'm not gonna call you that. So I totally just
It's either that or bro. I don't know which one. I can't stand bro.
either
I
one.
ain't
Like,
bro.
son, oh my god, bro. Do I look like
Yeah.
I'm bro to you?
And
I'd
that's
rather the bro than the
crazy.
other one though.
I do rather the bro.
Yeah.
I used to
Yeah.
work with a lady who would use that, and I had to tell her I don't consider that a term of endearment, so don't call
Right.
me that.
Crazy because
Do you?
I never understood it, but
my cousin was just telling me, I think the granddaughter's in the kindergarten and she be coming home calling her mom and dad bro. So it's the little kids just saying it now like bro.
Right.
All
so
all
that's
young
a
people, they don't discriminate on who they call bro.
Right. Right.
Grandparents,
I thought it was
can't.
crazy when she was in the kindergarten saying
oh my
bro.
goodness.
Yeah, they just used it.
I have never heard little kids saying that.
You be around those young ones, bro. Like,
Is it a
uh-uh.
man or a woman? Bro.
That's
Bro.
new for
Oh
me.
man.
That's new for me.
uh,
Wow.
now ride or die friends, and I read a lot. I read a lot of books, so those are some of my favorite like friendships to read about. But let's say because I had this happen years ago when I was in my 20s. If you dislike someone, do you expect your friend to also dislike the person?
Can I go first?
Yes.
I secretly do hope that.
Yes, I was gonna say that. I don't really
It's
like it.
like tiny bit of me is like, I don't understand why you're talking to her.
It makes you feel some type of way,
It
especially if
does.
you.
It does. You don't really want to say it, especially if you're, once you
But
mature.
especially
But
you
yeah,
told them how they wronged you. Like, why are you her friend if I'm telling you she's not a good person? Not just because she did it to me, that just means she's not a good person.
Mm-mm.
but you know that
Mm-mm.
they say you're supposed to know for yourself though, just because
Uh,
they that
Yeah.
person. Because
yeah,
I
have to
did
let them
have a
figure it out on their own.
yeah, because I did have
Okay.
a situation where it was two friends. We were all friends, but two of them fell out,
Hmm.
and
You were stuck in the middle.
I felt like I was in the middle, right?
Yeah.
So I was, and I had to say, I'm neutral because so and so didn't do anything to me,
Mhm.
So so I do see both sides of the coin on that.
So Cheryl,
Mhm.
when you were with one, were you like if you were with one of them, did you when the other one called, you were like, who what you doing? You were like, well, but I were you
Only thing, it got awkward. Like I ended because back then I used to entertain a lot, so it got awkward.
right.
Like when I had something and they would say, "Is so and so gonna be there?" Yeah, yeah. I mean, I'm inviting both, so it's up to you two whether or not you come. But so that got awkward. So I can see because you expect the other person to not like the other person as well. Um, but in that case, I was friends with both, so it was a
Mhm,
difficult situation.
mhm.
That's true. I've been both, but like I said, I can be friends with anybody, and I have to have my own experience with that person. So
Right.
Hmm.
even people my sister don't like, I'll be cool with them. It's like she like you are so disloyal. It's like, well, you had a falling out with her. Especially if we were all friends before together,
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, that makes a difference.
and
Yeah.
then you two fell out. Don't expect me not to talk to her. I mean, I probably fall back a little bit, but if I see her, we cool. You know what I'm saying? That's something that you guys have to deal with,
And I think probably we all probably been on both sides, you know.
Mhm.
We might have been the one that fell out. We might have been in the middle, like Cheryl.
Right.
Just life itself, going through life, you end up experience you being on all sides, and so you'll get a different perspective of, you know, dealing
Right.
with it each time. You'll learn and grow.
Right. When you're younger, you definitely hate everybody.
Yeah, that's
You
true.
know,
Yeah,
hey,
you especially when you're younger, you want right. Yeah. You expect your friend to hate the person that you hate. Yes.
Yes.
And be ready to you know, throw down if you
throw
need
down.
to.
Oh, I don't know about throw down. Tina, let me ask you a question.
We done
Tina
been
was
there
in this
too.
spot.
We done been there too back in the day.
When we were younger, Tina chose me over the person. She know exactly. That's why she's smiling. She know exactly who I'm talking about. We
Here
had a
it comes.
friend and she lost her mind.
She did.
Oh, man.
Not a part of our circle anymore. And we were what? 16, 17 years old.
Yeah.
You remember when we it was a group of us actually, I think, and we had I think I had like a lock or something inside of a sock or something like that.
Yeah, that's some serious stuff right there.
Because it was we had I can't remember what the circumstances were, but we were at my cousin's house. You remember that, Lisa?
She had a lock in the sock, girl.
Who else? Was that me?
Yeah, that was you.
Had to say you.
You thought you ready to go. What you mean?
You were there. Yeah, you were there too. But that just came to mind. When you're young, you all the friends say, "Yeah, we with you." But when you grow up, you're supposed to grow up to that a little bit. But I get it. I do get that deep down, you do want your friends to have your back, even though if you don't like that person, just like with a relationship, if you and the guy break up, you don't want your friend or your family anywhere. You want them to not like the guy either. So it's the same with the friendship.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, to go.
Yeah. So I definitely I see, like I said, I see both sides. Now we have a scenario for you. Now, if you're somewhere with a separate friend group and they start talking about your friend who isn't there, do you speak up in defense of the friend or not to avoid conflict?
I usually try to.
Is it really my friend or is this associate?
A friend.
Your friend.
Oh, I'm gonna speak up if it's my friend. Yeah, because I'm so vocal. People, I don't think they'll do it in front of me, but they'll do it probably when I'm not. Because if I'm feeling like they're, you know, why you ain't said when she was here, like, or something like that. Because I don't like that two-facedness, and it just make me feel like if you're doing it to her, you're definitely doing it to me when I'm not around. So
facts.
Yeah, I don't like that.
And I think you learn that more as you age. Some people just have it all, you know, they're like that for
their whole life.
Yeah. But sometimes it's as you age, because a lot of people don't like conflict and they probably wouldn't say anything, or I think it depends what you all think.
But I think silence the same thing as not
agreeing or something?
Is that
just like they say with racism, you know, you being quiet, you watching something happening, a white person watching it happen, your silence is just as much of a betrayal.
True.
Right.
I would speak up and hopefully it would stop, but if it doesn't stop, I would probably have to leave.
Yeah.
Like, this isn't going to work for me. So,
yeah. And then too, like you said, I would be questioning this friend group too, because like what's up with all the, you know, back, you know, talking behind people back and all that kind of stuff. Even when I was in high school, though, I stayed away from all that kind of craziness.
And why is this person a topic of discussion? Like, and you know, we friends. It just like you said, Cheryl, it makes you think twice about this group because you know we good. And why would I talk? Why would someone be talking to Lisa about Cheryl knowing that Lisa's cool? You know, Lisa's cool with Cheryl. It doesn't make sense. There seems to be an agenda with that. I don't know.
True.
Trying to feel Lisa out or something. It's giving shady for me.
Yeah, my daughter, she goes through it. When I hear them talking or whatever, my main concern is I'm like, okay, well, address it. Don't keep talking about it.
Right.
Festering. So it's like 3 of them, and it's one that always does things. So my daughter, she was the ringleader. Like, we're gonna confront her, this and this, and she threw it back in their face. But I don't think they addressed it. But at least don't fester it. Like, if that person, okay, don't keep talking about that same issue. You're gonna have to address it with the person if it's really an issue, because now you're making it awkward in the group. Because now I feel like when they come around, I feel guilty.
It sounds like one of those housewives.
I was just about to say that. It's not like one of the reality shows.
And I love watching them shows, but I'm like, I would not be friends with them.
No,
They're not friends with themselves. They just getting a check. They ain't friends.
They just keep so much stuff going. It's like, man.
I could never ever. I actually stopped watching it a long time ago because it was like I couldn't do it anymore. It was like a train wreck.
And it's funny because the people that don't start drama are the people that they usually cut or like take off.
Oh, that's true.
Because they have no storyline.
That's right.
Unless you jump across the table to fight.
Right.
They have the new ratchet shows now. That housewives stuff is just chatter. They have the ones that just like Zeus Network, and now that's TV.
Oh, you know
my
what?
daughter
I heard about that recently. I had never heard of it before.
My daughter, it's a guilty pleasure. A guilty pleasure. It's no dialogue, absolutely none, because they been already hashed it out on Twitter, Facebook, whatever, the social media. So they'll bring them in the house, and it goes straight to Rumble. No talking. Unless you follow them on social media, you don't even know what the fight be about.
Crazy.
I can't watch none of that stuff anymore.
Ray J, he said he about to get a new one. He get a new network, and he's gonna be worse than all of them. He say.
He does not need another.
Sick of him.
Nah.
I'm sick of him.
Did you want to take the next one, Tina?
Let's see. So we were thinking about all the shows that you see, like we were just saying, the Housewives, but more positive ones.
Right.
All the shows that we have, like that used to have, like Girlfriends, Living Single, or like even recently, like Girls Trip. And that's not even recent because that was in the last some years or so. So, what friendship series would be like your fictional your friend group that would be more relatable? Like a Girlfriends group, a Living Singles group, or like the Girls Trip group type of deal.
Living Single.
Okay.
That would be it for me, because it was just funny, and I love Max because she is funny as heck, especially when Kyle come into the room. So that would be it for me.
She was funny.
She still is.
All of them were. Ray Jean was too.
Oh, all of them.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. I had chose Girlfriends though. I don't really know why I just picked Girlfriends. Yeah, because I liked Tracy Ellis. Ross.
Yeah, I like Tracy.
I liked her character on there. Joan, I think, was her name on there.
Mm-hmm. So going back to you, Tara, if you could relate to any of the Living Single girls, who would it be? Who you think you would be closest to?
Sinclair.
Explain.
It would be Sinclair. I love Sinclair.
I like my show is Insecure.
Oh, yeah, that was good. Yeah.
Oh, Insecure. Okay, yeah.
Good one.
They used to be word. That's my show.
They did. They did.
What would your show be, Deanne?
I don't know. I was thinking Good Times when Lona in Florida.
Okay.
Because I always had friends that grew up was older than me, so I don't know. Maybe Flo and her was the same age, but I always seemed like Florida was the mother.
Flo probably was older. I don't know. It seemed like it.
Right.
I think so.
I think they were saying they were supposed to be the same age, but
really.
When they was younger, sometime like growing up.
She did seem like she was, more
They
carefree and
friendship was
more.
good.
And she didn't have no kids or anything, single.
Did not.
So they
Right,
had two different lifestyles.
right.
Mm-hmm.
What about you, LaDonna?
They balanced each other. Yeah.
Of all the shows that I've heard, I would say Girlfriends. That's the one I watched, and I like that. I never really could understand why everybody was sleeping with the guy. Like, what was his
William?
name?
Was it William?
William. Like, why
You got
did everybody end up sleeping with him? He was not cute. I mean, I never got that, but I watched
Oh,
that.
I think it was something else that was for him. He was known for it.
He was just corny. He was corny.
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah, I always watch. I watch all of them. I watch TV, and I can't lie. I watch real Housewives of Atlanta right
Housewives.
now, and I watch Basketball Wives. I love watching them get into it.
I cannot
it's
stand that stuff
entertainment.
anymore.
Married to Medicine.
Yeah, I watched
Oh
Married to
man.
Medicine. I even watched Love and Hip Hop. This when I don't want to think.
Yes,
You know,
Miami
It's the
and
guilty
Yeah.
pleasure. The
yes.
guilty pleasure.
Yes, I
Right.
watch it. I love it. My
Right.
husband, he always like, oh, they always got y'all on here watching this stuff, and all y'all got y'all calling each other B. I said, you don't never hear me calling nobody B, and nobody calls me that. It's just entertainment, you know.
Yeah.
Entertainment.
It's
And you
entertainment.
sit the whole time you're sitting there, you're shaking your head like this is so
Right.
ridiculous.
Right, right.
Like how embarrassing for us as a whole.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
Because
Yeah.
it definitely is not a good look for us at all.
It is
But,
not,
Mhm.
and they so old to be doing.
But
all
it's
of
so
that crazy.
staged, and that's what I hate, that they try to act like it's real. This stuff is staged. They replay it.
Yeah.
It's not like we just out here like that. I lived in Atlanta 17 years. Come on now.
Mhm. Yeah. I
They
have
so
never seen
staged
nothing
with
like
it
that in
because they'll
Atlanta.
tell you, "Hey, we filming, whatever show." Now it is, because I can't even stand going there now because everybody want to be part of reality, and then they have all of the movie sets and all the
Mhm.
movie studios. So it's real fake now.
Can I
It's
tell
totally.
you? I heard this morning on the radio, I think it was Steve Harvey, or if it was the other one on 95.9, that they were having like not a BBL competition,
Oh my goodness.
but something like that, like a big booty competition, and everybody
okay.
was gonna be entering for the I don't know if this is the first one or there's like this is the 25th one. But I thought that
oh my God.
That's what I'm saying. So embarrassing.
right.
So
And
embarrassing.
so degrading to women,
I guess who's gonna be signing up? A bunch of them.
I'm
Yeah,
sure. I'm sure.
definitely.
I'm
Yeah.
sure.
Definitely.
Well, you
They
see it
don't
in the
understand how horrible that looks. It's just like, oh my God,
I
what?
know. I know.
Yeah.
I know.
Mm,
Yeah, I don't.
and
It's
we
bad.
probably sound like our parents sounded
Right.
when we were back in the 80s and stuff.
Yep.
Even though I still thought it was ridiculous, how they portrayed women back in the videos and stuff. But
Yeah.
even back then, Luke and them and with the women, even though I love
I look at it a two-way street. The women are just as to blame as the men. I don't just
They
blame
are.
the
yeah,
men. The
that's true.
women are just as
They're making the
bad.
decision. You're right.
The way
You're
they
right.
do
Yeah,
it.
they're just as bad. They're exploiting their own selves.
Yeah. Yeah.
They
That's true.
decided to do. They like a lot of women. They feel like they getting these booties and all that. It ain't just to look good. A lot of them doing it just to exploit themselves.
Absolutely.
So they can get a what you call a thing that they do and get paid for, and
Oh,
Like the OnlyFans thing.
OnlyFans and all that.
Yeah,
So
that's crazy.
the
I
women
never
exploiting
looked
their
at
own
it, but
self.
Yeah. Definitely.
mm-mm.
Yeah.
a shame.
Where have we gone wrong?
Tina,
Mhm.
you want to take the last question?
So we've been on a positive note for most of the conversation, but because I had this experience, I thought it was an interesting question. What about basically how do you know when it's time to let a friendship go, and if you've ever had to do that before?
Yeah. When you start feeling toxic, when every time you're around that person, it's always negativity. It's always nothing's ever positive. They don't. You bring, like you were saying, if you had an idea, you're not gonna call that person when you want to hear some feedback. Sometimes you want to get somebody neutral, but you don't always want to shoot it down, and you don't want to hear that. So yeah, I do it all. Yeah, I don't have a like I kind of check out. Just like with a guy in a relationship. If I'm friends with him and I don't see it like for a long term, I just kind of start ghosting and start just withdrawing and falling back. Yeah,
because it's true. Some people are just in your life for a season anyway.
season,
So
right?
not everybody is meant to, be there for the long haul anyway. So,
And like I
you
said, over 50, it's hard.
and that's what I was thinking too, because I was listening to something and they were saying that as they got older, it's harder to make new friends, and I would think that that's probably is true because you're more cautious than you are when you're younger.
Right, you
And
can
you
see
and
the
you're
signs.
and you're older, you're wiser.
Wiser.
You've been through the situations and you've seen the thing. We watch. We're older. We're not just speaking off the cup. We sit back and we watch and we see people for who they really are. And if you foolish enough to show me who you are, I'm silly
I'm gonna believe you.
Right.
Only take one time.
Right. It's not like when you're
You
a
make
teenager
excuses
and
when
you're
you're
trying to
young. You try to give them the
because you try
benefit
to
of the
fit
doubt.
in and you try
But
to
if
keep
it's a big
the
grown person at 50, I'm not giving you no kind of benefit of the doubt.
I like how you said that big and grown.
right.
Especially when you like went through, like I know with me with going through losses in my family, I really have zero tolerance. Like I want peace at all costs.
Exactly.
Right.
And I did kind of let a friendship go. We kind of, but we had fell out years ago because I was like, you just too negative, and they got mad. And I was thinking, like, as your friend, I should be able to
They'll
say,
tell you that, right?
we not
Exactly.
get mad, but she got mad, blocked me, deleted me. Then we
Okay.
ended up talking back friends or whatever. But the negative energy is still there, and I just can't. It's like,
and that
that's
is
what
true. The
you
older
know
you
you did
get,
the
your
right
peace of
thing.
mind is everything.
But
right.
I like when they show me who they are, like that, right? That situation. She showed you who she was. There's no going back.
Right. Yeah, 'cause I can't stand that. Everything is negative, and then you trying to be in a mindset of positivity.
You on a
And
vacation, and I don't want to hear that. I spend my money. I don't care if the walls falling down. We about to have fun.
everything is negative, and I just can't. I can't do it.
Yeah. I'm all about my peace of mind too. As for everything that I've been through, I am not trying to deal with no drama or none of
Yeah,
that.
you start seeing what's important and what's not. That petty stuff is not important at all.
Yeah, yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah.
No,
That
ma'am.
is one thing the grief has taught. Your eyes are more open to be more.
Right.
Yeah, you have less tolerance for BS and
Yeah, you just. I
and
can't.
my way to end it is I'll get ghost. I'm just not gonna call you to talk to me.
Right.
Right.
That's it.
Where I'm at, no.
Right.
They'll get the message.
Right.
Now, because I'm not too good at answering the phone all the time, don't
That they might not get the message right away with
They
you.
gonna say, "Oh, she just being herself."
Right.
Right.
Sorry.
Oh man. It's just like with any breakup, it can be hard, and unless it's like you said, Deanne, messing with your peace of mind, then it's easy.
Right.
For me anyway.
I want to talk
Especially new friends.
like, just I can't.
I'm with you on that. Okay, so we're gonna end it on a fun note. We were gonna do a game called Most Likely. So I'm gonna say a scenario about what most likely, and then you say whether or not you would be that person. So, like for instance, let's see, who is most likely to be late for lunch because they stopped to help a lost dog? Anybody?
Not me.
No.
I know dog.
Me
That
probably. You know, I'm a dog
would be,
lover,
yeah, I'm about to say
not
that
a
would be
cat.
me too because I love dogs, so it could be me too. And yeah, you're right, Lisa.
Yeah,
you
I
always
would do
keep-
that. I can see
You know,
that.
I had dogs my whole entire life.
Right. So I can see that with you too. Yes. Who is most likely to appear on the kiss cam at a sporting event?
Mm-mm.
You continue. I don't know about me because I'm not really big
I
on.
kind of always wanted to do that.
Affection.
I'm not big on PDA really, but
Mm-mm.
That would be
so
me.
Katina, you said that's you.
Yeah, that'd be me.
Who is most likely to go on a TV show to look for love?
Oh, definitely not.
No.
It wouldn't be no.
I don't want to be rejected on live TV.
And then you gotta explain to your mama why you said what you said, why you doing what you did.
Right.
Especially if they ask you something embarrassing.
And being with multiple, he liking multiple women like the show Love is Blind. I think they auditioning for Detroit. I'm like, I could not be on that show. Like,
Don't knock it till you try it.
And then everybody you know is nah.
everybody date the same guy.
Okay, now who is most likely to get a tattoo on a night out?
Mm-mm.
No.
Yeah, probably not.
Never
me.
had one.
Always trying to get one. I ain't got one yet.
Who is the most likely to survive if they were dropped in the middle of the jungle with no supplies?
Not me.
Nope.
No.
I do watch Walking Dead. I'll be trying to get.
Me, but I don't know.
No, because I can't figure out how to plug up all my holes, the bugs, and breathe at the same time. I can't.
The snakes, the spiders.
It probably wouldn't be me either because I wouldn't know what plants are safe to eat and all that.
And which way we going? What east, west, where?
Right, because I don't have no sense of direction. I'll be probably standing crying.
Now, who is most likely to become a successful social media influencer?
Cheryl.
You. That'd be you.
I wouldn't have said that years ago, but yeah, I'm getting there. I'm getting more open to it.
I wouldn't say I'm proud of Cheryl.
Yeah,
I know, right?
I love your website.
Thank you.
Definitely.
My sister did my website, but yeah, she did a great job. That's what I was just saying that years ago I would not have thought that I would be doing anything live for real.
But you never know that next journey where it would take you.
That's true.
That's true.
Right.
That's true. Now, who is most likely to get the best friend award?
You.
Not me.
Tina.
Not me.
I'm bad. I'm a bad friend.
I think I can actually do better in that. I'm gonna do better as far as nurturing my friendships. Who is most likely to become a shark on Shark Tank?
I would like to. That's a lot of money.
You gotta have a lot of money.
Me too, because I always been into business. You too, Dan. Business. Yeah. Who is most likely to have sex in public?
Past tense.
Okay,
Back in the day, baby.
Was that
yesterday? I'm abstinent 5 years, so what do you mean?
That would have been past tense too for me. Who is most likely to drunk text their ex?
Why I got his number?
Yeah, I could see that.
You can see that.
Yeah.
Who is most likely to create a sex room in their house?
Oh no.
Oh God, no.
I can see that. 50 Shades of Grey room.
Yep, that's what I was thinking too.
Cheryl, you want to swing from the chandeliers? Don't do it.
Pole dance.
Who is most likely to answer a text as opposed to a phone call? Me.
Me.
Yeah.
So that's both of us, huh?
Right.
You call me, I see the voicemail, then you text me, then I answer that. My sister be like,
I answer bill collectors and all.
I can't talk right now. My mouth is full.
Who's more likely to perform at karaoke? I would do that.
Karaoke?
I want to.
love
I always want
karaoke.
to, but I'm too shy.
Yeah, I
You ain't
love.
do it
It's
even
not
with a
nothing.
group of people.
Yeah, I could do it with a group.
Yeah, y'all
I'll do it.
fun.
Me and Sierra done did it on the cruise before.
Yeah, I love
Who is
to.
most likely to go on a blind date?
I
I'll do
might
that.
I go on the blind date. I would
If
do that.
somebody that I know set
the
me
no.
up.
Okay.
Yeah, I would.
I think I would be open to it. I
Mhm.
think I would. If I wasn't married.
Right, right,
Oh, that part too.
right, right. Who is most likely to give the best theme party?
Harold Smith.
Back in the day, that
Girl,
would have been me. Yeah,
girl,
I used to
right.
do all kind of
Harold
theme
Smith.
parties. I got to get back into that
Wonderful.
too. um, the last one I did was in my 40s when I did the old Hollywood theme party. I think it was.
That's
I did
Um,
last year, Sierra, a surprise 80s birthday party.
okay,
That's nice.
yeah,
all of the
I got to get back into all that stuff. I used to celebrate my birthday, do all kind of stuff. I haven't done anything big in a
I'm
while.
going to Jamaica on my birthday.
Oh,
uh-oh.
when's your birthday?
On the 4th.
Oh,
April.
Yeah.
Hey,
oh,
I
Uh,
happy
and,
early birthday.
Thank you.
Deanna,
Solo,
Deanna's an
solo.
April
Look, I
birthday
don't do
baby.
girl trips. I do solo trips.
ain't you. I'm gonna take one. I'm April 1st, so hey, happy birthday.
Okay,
Oh, that's
hey.
my father's birthday.
Hey,
Happy
Clarice.
birthday.
Oh, really? Wow, April
Yeah,
1st.
Yep.
Wow.
You
that's
planning
so
on going anywhere, Deanna, for your birthday too?
No, just
No,
I
really.
just came back from North Carolina, and then I got 2 trips I want to do in June and July, so I'm just gonna
Yeah.
lay back this time.
Mhm. Yeah, I just did this last minute. I think I did the flight last. I was gonna go to Houston, but then I changed it to Jamaica.
What part?
I'm flying into Montego Bay, but I'm going to Ochi.
Okay.
Have you been
nice.
before?
Oh, for the over 20 years, I go all the time.
Oh wow.
That
I've
sounds
been
really
once,
nice.
but it's been several years since I've been there. I hear they have a new airport and everything since I've been.
Oh, they just got the Ochi Airport. It's only I think only one I know of is going like American Airlines. It's so you don't have to drive from Montego Bay to Ochi.
Okay.
You know, I took my mama a year before last for 2 weeks. We went to Kingston.
Okay.
Mm.
After 1 week, she was like,
Ready to go.
"Get me out."
But I'm like that too. I can only do like that's why I say I want to go to Europe, but I usually after like the 4th day, I'm ready to go back home. Usually, but
Oh, I'm adventurous, free spirit, so
yeah, I know
yeah. That's why
you
I don't go with nobody because I don't know where I'm gonna be. I don't know. I don't be wanting to do. But this time for my birthday, I said I was going to Ochi to do little touristy little stuff. Do the
okay.
touristy stuff.
Okay. That should be fun.
That sounds like fun.
That's
It
a good way to
does.
spend your birthday.
I
Yeah,
love
we
that.
did last year. We did Runaway Bay at the resort, but Sierra was with me. That's the only way she would agree to go is going to the resort. So,
Okay,
but she
yeah.
ain't with me this time, so I can go off. I can go off the
That's
grid.
fun.
Stay off the grid. Be careful.
Yes, I was.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love it.
Oh man, I want to do some book events this year because I haven't been in a few years.
Hmm.
So I wouldn't mind doing at least one book event this year.
Okay.
Y'all should come and go with me. I know y'all. Deanne, you used to read a lot. LaDonna, you too.
Yes, I
Um,
love reading. I haven't done it in a while, but I love it.
Yeah,
yeah,
I
so
think
y'all should come and go to a book conference with me.
That sounds good.
Was that one we were? Was it December?
Oh yeah, it's one coming up in December. Yeah.
Where's that
Mhm.
at?
Is that Virginia or
Uh,
South
I think
Carolina or something?
it was Virginia.
Oh,
oh, really? Wow, that's why I'm
Hmm
supposed to do one in June. What part?
Uh, I can't remember.
Hmm.
I can't remember what part it was.
Whose thing was that? That was
That was Iris Bowling's.
Irish, right?
Yeah.
What
Mhm.
so they
city
have a
that
bunch of authors there or something.
This one is going to be just a couple of authors, but at the most of the book conferences usually like at least like 20 to 30 authors,
was?
sometimes
Hmm.
more. Yeah.
Mhm.
It's one that's coming up too. A few of them actually in August. I was thinking about going to one of those. And I know they're supposed to have like between 20 and 30 authors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that should be
Mhm.
good. That
So I can't wait.
There's one coming up next year, though, right, Cheryl?
Yeah, I'm planning one for 2020.
was about to say,
Thank you for reminding me. Yes, I'm planning one for 2025, and I've been trying to have it for a while, but I was having health issues, so I had to keep putting it off. So I'm planning it for next year. So Lisa, you got to come to Detroit when I do it next year, and Katina is on the committee, so she'll be
I
here.
am.
What month?
April.
April.
Oh,
Y'all
okay.
birthday month. Y'all birthday month.
Hmm.
The 10th through the 13th.
Yeah.
okay.
Okay, right after our birthday, because Sierra's is the 8th.
Yep. So mark your calendars. It should be
Hmm.
fun, and I'm gonna have some vendors there too, some small business vendors and stuff. So it's gonna be a lot of different things to do.
So people with their books, like you gonna be looking for different authors or what?
Shoot, actually, we got to start cutting down because we just decided that we were going to cap the amount of people because of the cost. Everything is high now. I mean, inflation, everything is just sky high.
Yeah.
And I was looking at hotels and stuff. Everything is just
Where you
crazy.
gonna have it at?
Stacy.
I still haven't decided. I looked at what's the name of that hotel?
Was that dang, what was the name of it? The one with the crazy price they gave you?
Yes. It was by the airport, but I'm gonna try to move further inland in the city, but I wanted to still be able to have shuttle service. So I know I can't go too far out.
You know that one on I just found out was black owned on Northwestern Highway. Northwestern Highway. Over there by where you used to live on Telegraph. That's where I went to a black party.
Oh, the one is that's like a dome.
Kind of it sits on it's on Telegraph. Yeah, that's on Telegraph, not Northwestern Highway.
Okay.
No, down from MetLife, that's Telegraph, right? Yeah, that's Telegraph.
If you think of the name of it, let me know. I'll check it out.
Try to find it.
Okay.
But it's black owned. I just found out it's black owned.
Okay. Yeah, because I'm gonna check a lot of different places because they were crazy with their with their. I think they said for food and beverage, the minimum we would have to have is $20,000 worth of
20 grand.
Oh, yeah.
Wow. Are you gonna have like a banquet and all that?
Yeah, because I wanted to do an awards banquet dinner.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that's gonna take it up. But I'm gonna just keep checking around. But this inflation is hitting every industry. So
right. Yeah.
It is.
Yeah, but I want to thank you ladies for coming on and talking about friendship. It was a good discussion, and I'll be repurposing it and sharing it on it so a lot of people can see it. My earphone is hurting my ear.
The Radisson Hotel.
Oh, it's the Radisson
on Telegraph.
Okay, I'll check it out.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you so much for having me. I enjoyed myself. Good to meet you, ladies.
Yes, nice to meet you all.
Right.
All right. Thank you, and enjoy the rest of your evening, everyone. And
thank you. Thanks for the invite, show.
Thanks for the invite.
You're welcome.
All right. Bye-bye.
All
right.
Bye-bye.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
All right. Let's see.